Right
Lemon
now,
water.
in your kitchen, there are two ingredients that together take less than 30 seconds to prepare, and they're quietly capable of waking up four different organs in your body before you've even had breakfast. Not a supplement, not a $40 powder, just warm water and half a lemon. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what this simple habit does to your digestion, your liver, your kidneys, and your skin, and why so many people who start doing this every morning say they'd never go back. We're going organ by organ through what actually happens inside your body when warm lemon water is the first thing you drink each morning. No myths, no miracle claims, just the real mechanisms. Here's the thing almost nobody thinks about. Your body wakes up in a very specific state. After 7 or 8 hours without a single sip of water, you're mildly dehydrated. Your digestive system has been resting all night, and your organs are essentially waiting for a signal to switch back into daytime mode. What you put into your body in that exact window matters more than at almost any other point in the day, because there's nothing else competing for your body's attention yet. Let's start with digestion, because this is where the effects show up fastest. The moment warm lemon water hits your stomach, the acidity from the citric acid triggers increased saliva and gastric juice production. Most people assume something acidic is rough on an empty stomach. In a healthy person, it's actually the opposite. That acidity acts like a starting signal, telling your entire digestive system, food is coming, get ready. That signal doesn't stop at your stomach. It travels to your pancreas, and critically, to your liver, which is exactly where things get interesting. Your liver runs over 500 documented functions, and one of its most important morning jobs is producing bile, the fluid that breaks down fat so your body can actually digest it. When that citric acid signal arrives, your gallbladder contracts and releases stored bile into your small intestine, kickstarting fat digestion before you've eaten a single bite. There's more happening here than just digestion, though. Lemon juice is loaded with vitamin C, a powerful antioxidant, and your liver happens to be one of the most antioxidant-hungry organs in your entire body, since it's constantly processing toxins, metabolizing whatever you consume, and neutralizing free radicals. Research linking vitamin C intake to liver health suggests adequate levels help protect liver cells from oxidative damage over time. Now let's talk about your kidneys, the organ people think about least in this conversation, but that benefits the most directly from the hydration itself. Warm lemon water isn't just lemon. It's still, fundamentally, a full glass of water first thing in the morning after your longest stretch of the day without fluids. Your kidneys rely on adequate hydration to filter waste from your bloodstream efficiently. Starting your day already behind on fluids makes that filtration process work harder than it needs to. A glass of water before anything else, coffee included, gives your kidneys exactly what they need to operate at full efficiency from the first hour of your day. If this is the kind of everyday science you want more of, hit subscribe to the Wonder Lab. We break down the real mechanisms behind habits like this every week. No hype, just the actual biology. Now for the one people notice the most, even if they don't know why: your skin. Hydration shows up on your skin faster than almost anywhere else in your body, because skin cells are extremely sensitive to your overall fluid balance. Consistent morning hydration is linked to skin that looks more supple and less prone to the kind of dryness that makes fine lines more visible. On top of that, vitamin C plays a direct role in collagen synthesis, the protein structure that keeps your skin firm. Your body can't build collagen properly without adequate vitamin C. So a habit that consistently delivers some each morning is quietly supporting that process every single day. There's a fifth beneficiary worth mentioning briefly: your immune system. Vitamin C is one of the most well-established nutrients for supporting immune function, and lemons also contain flavonoids and plant compounds called limonoids, which researchers have studied for mild anti-inflammatory properties. None of this makes lemon water a cold prevention miracle, but it is a small, consistent nutritional contribution stacking in your favor every morning. Now, let's be rigorous, because scientific honesty matters just as much as the excitement here. Half a lemon gives you roughly 30 to 50 milligrams of vitamin C. The recommended daily intake for an adult is 70 to 90 milligrams. In other words, this habit doesn't cover your full vitamin C needs on its own. It's a meaningful contribution, not a complete solution, and definitely not a substitute for eating actual fruits and vegetables throughout the day. This also isn't a detox in the way that word gets thrown around online. Your liver and kidneys detoxify your body just fine on their own, every single day, with or without lemon water. What this habit does is support those processes and hydrate you efficiently, not replace your organ's actual job. If you have gastritis, acid reflux, or a peptic ulcer, talk to a doctor before making this a daily habit, since the acidity can aggravate those specific conditions. For most healthy people, though, this carries essentially zero risk. Two practical details most people miss. First, temperature. Ice-cold water can be harder on your system first thing in the morning, and water that's too hot can degrade some of the vitamin C, which is sensitive to heat. Warm, close to body temperature, is the sweet spot. It keeps the active compounds intact and is easier on your stomach. Second, your teeth. Prolonged acid contact can gradually wear down enamel over time. The fix is simple. Drink it in one go rather than sipping it slowly over an hour. Rinse your mouth with plain water afterward, and wait at least 30 minutes before brushing, since enamel is temporarily softer right after acid exposure. So here's the full picture. Warm lemon water kickstarts bile production and digestion. Delivers vitamin C that supports your liver's antioxidant defenses. Rehydrates your kidneys after your longest stretch without fluids. Supports collagen synthesis for your skin. And gives your immune system a small, consistent nutritional boost. All from a 30-second morning habit that costs you almost nothing. So here's the actual invitation. Tomorrow morning, before you reach for your phone or turn on the coffee maker, try this. Squeeze half a lemon into a glass of warm water. Drink it slowly enough to enjoy it, fast enough that it doesn't sit on your teeth all morning. Give it 2 weeks, consistently, and pay attention, not to some dramatic transformation, but to the small stuff. How you feel an hour after breakfast, how your skin looks by the end of the week, how much water you're naturally drinking throughout the day now that you've started it with a full glass. It's genuinely wild that something this simple, a fruit that sits in almost every kitchen on the planet, can nudge 4 different organ systems in your favor before you've even had your first real meal of the day. If you learned something today, hit like, subscribe to the Wonder Lab so you don't miss what we break down next, and share this with someone who's always looking for a small, realistic habit to add to their morning. Not a complicated routine, just one honest, science-backed glass of water. See you in the next one. #, what warm lemon water actually does to your body every morning.